Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, we're in the truck and we're headed back to where we got sheep from last year to pick up some more. This year we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to start a flock of females this year, so we're going to be picking up some ewe lambs. The reason we decided to go this route is because we went with this guy last year and we only had one ram die all summer, and there was no worm issues. They were pretty healthy and they did well on our forage and our environment. So we're going to stick with what works, and we're going to go pick up some ewes and start our flock with these genetics. So we're going to about 45 minutes out, and we'll go pick them up and show you guys what we're buying. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost to the lease. As you guys saw there, Julia got a couple clips of me with the producer picking out ewes. It's pretty awesome. He had records going back to like 2 mothers ago on all these ewes, so I was able to look at the lambing rate on them, and all these lambs that are in the trailer were twins or triplets this last year, and most of their mothers have a pretty good history of producing multiples. So I'm pretty happy with his genetics. They worked great for me last year. He was super helpful. He let me pick the cream of the crop, whichever ones I wanted. So we got some really nice looking ewes. I was selecting for because we were grabbing their tag numbers anyway, so I just took a peek at their eyelids. So picked the ones that looked like they were the most resistant to parasites, as much as I could tell, which sometimes is hard to tell. I also just took a quick look at some udders, checked that out, made sure that was all looking normal. Looked at joints. I actually did pick up one that had some swollen joints. He hadn't noticed either, but I picked it up, saw the joints were swollen, like, we may want to steer away from that one. Then other than that, looked for bottle jaw. None of them had that going on, and just selected for ones with as slick a hair coat as possible. I got some really pretty looking ones in there. Not really any color. Someone else had already got all the colored ones out of the group, but I got some really good looking clean ewes. So we're excited to get started. Our plan is we're going to grow these ewes out to a mature weight. We're going to be patient this year, and we're going to put a ram on them sometime in early December to lamb in early May when the grass is green, because we're not going to mess around and lamb in a barn. None of that. We're going to do it right out on pasture, the natural way and the low maintenance way. So we're excited here. We're going to get these ewes trained up to the hot wire now. So we're about 20 minutes out from my farm, and we'll get them dumped off. We're going to dump them in the corral first. So we'll show you when we get there. All right, year 2, take 2. Got 12,000, 12,000, 12,000 K in there. Well, 12,000 is 12K, but yeah, we're gonna let them out here, and I think they're gonna go and try and go right to that. So we'll swing this out here. We'll just let them go to it naturally here. All right, here we go. Oh. Okay. Well, they kind of just freaked out there. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So here are the dogs. I'm just feeding them a little bit in the trailer because we're not going to put the dog feeder out tonight just because there's enough new things going on with sheep. We don't need to add anything else, but these are both males, both neutered. They're Polish tetras. They're about 7 months old. You can see they're already giant. It's hard to show on camera, but they're already like past my knee. They're like freaking 80-pound dogs, and they're not even a year old yet, but as you can see, they're pretty dang chill. Like I was pretty worried after loading them up in the trailer by myself, and they had never seen me before, that they were gonna have a problem, but I mean, they're munching. This guy's a little more timid back there. This guy's a little more excited to see people. This guy's still not bad. Come here, dog. Come here, pup. Come here, pup. This guy just wants all the attention, don't you, buddy? Don't you, buddy? Oh. But so I was actually just going to pick these dogs up from a guy just up the road from me, and the landowner stopped by, and he said, I think your dog ran away. And I was like, well, I don't think so. I don't have one yet, but so he thought I had the dog already, and it already ran, because he looked in the corral and there was just sheep, no dogs. But he told me that he caught coyotes coming through on his trail cams two times last night. So I think they're gonna have a pretty rude awakening when we get some pups rolling here. I mean, they're not even puppies, they're giant dogs. I mean, look at this thing, big boy. But yeah, I'm pretty excited here. I think I'm gonna tie one up for the time being, and then I'll turn one out with the sheep. But we're gonna go get the corral ready and do just that. We got the dogs in there. We fed them in there, just let them cool down a little bit, extend the olive branch, if you will. And now I'm gonna tie, there's one skittish dog, I'm gonna tie him up to the post here in the corral, and then I'll leave the other one loose. And I'm hoping it doesn't freak the sheep out too much, but we'll see how she goes. Puppies. Well, the sheep are interested. Got the dogs all situated. Now I'll set the camera back and we'll watch for a little while. Okay, so we've got the dogs settled in. You can see here on the left, that's the more timid dog. We got him just tied up to the post. He doesn't really seem to mind much. The guy on the right, he's a good dog. He'll come right up to you. Pretty chill guy. And he went and checked out the sheep right away. The sheep still aren't entirely sure, but the good news is, so you guys saw, we failed yet again on the initial introduction of the wire. And what we've come to the conclusion is when sheep come from a place like where these came from, where it's just woven wire, nothing else, they just don't know any better. And they don't understand that that poly wire is supposed to be a barrier, and they hit it and just plow through it. So our solution to that is running wire along the perimeter. And that actually has worked wonderfully. I just watched a couple get shocked, and they're learning to turn back instead of go through, since they can see the barrier there. So, and then the hope is in a couple days we can take away the hard barriers and they'll respect it. So now I'm just going to watch these dogs, and I'm sure at some point here they'll get adventurous and end up getting shocked. So yeah, I'll probably show a few more clips here, but I'm going to get the water tank over here and get the mineral in here and get these guys situated. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up here on the first night. The sheep have now all been shocked on the perimeter with the poly wire, and that has worked really well. Just having the wire stretched around the edge like that, just so they don't try to run through it. That worked quite well. So yeah, they're definitely pretty conscious of the poly wire now, which is great. I'm thinking about fence. Threw their mineral in there for them. got a little bit of that. And then we got the dogs settled in. This dog here is the little more timid one, who's not even timid, actually. He comes right up to me already, but I'm going to keep him tied up tonight just to make sure that everything stays where it's supposed to for the time being. And then the other pup there was really friendly. He doesn't seem to mind being in here. He got shocked already, and he freaked out, so that's good. He's learning about his perimeter already. So, and I did hear coyotes to the north of us already tonight, so definitely glad to have these guys to protect the assets. So definitely would not be able to operate without them around here. So yeah, we got a really nice sunset out there, sunsetting over some nice green spring grass. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how the dogs are working out. We'll keep you posted. I'm sure there'll be more kinks to work through, but we'll let them just graze down this this little corral tonight, and then we'll come back first thing in the morning and check on them and get them out of here. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching, and this will be an adventure.